Hi everyone! I have been quite busy lately working on different projects, but also the holiday season is approaching, which is the most busy time of the year for a shop owner such as myself. So I take every opportunity that I can to relax a bit and de-stress. So really, this is the perfect time for me to try out this brand new product from my friends over at Viviva Colors. And if you've been here for a while, you may know that I've been working with Viviva for many years now, trying out and reviewing their products. I love their art supplies, but if you don't know about them, Viviva makes these beautiful portable watercolors, among other things. They have portable watercolors, watercolor pans, watercolor sketchbooks, and travel sets, all which I can highly recommend. But the thing that I want to show you today is this, the Meditate with Art kit. So this is the art therapy kit, and it's supposed to stimulate all your senses and give you a relaxing experience, just what I need right now. They are available in 2 different sizes. You can choose between jute fabric with a zipper, or you can get the cork one with an elastic band closing. I think this is my personal favorite. I really like the feeling of the soft cork, and it's blending into the background. These are currently available over at Indiegogo. Make sure to check them out as soon as you can if you would like to get one, because they're only available for a few more weeks. Link is in the description. Let's start with this little booklet. This have all the information about the set and what's included, and also how to get access to certain things that I will talk more about in just a minute. Also, a little disclaimer or something that I would like to mention is that each set comes with fragrance sticks to add to the meditative spa feeling. I actually went ahead and removed them from my sets, mainly because I am sensitive to strong scents. I might add that the scent is still there, but it isn't as intense. It is a pleasant smell, but if you are very sensitive, you can remove the sticks and let the kit air out for a bit before using it. That is what I did anyway. We have the classical set of the Viviva color sheets. If you haven't seen them before, this is what they look like. We also get some motivational little stickers, a refillable water paintbrush, and then we have the star of the show, the coloring book, or activity book as they call it. It got 20 sheets of these super cute and fun little coloring pages. This is adorable, so many details. There are 3 different designs of the coloring books that you can choose from: floral, mandala, and around the world. The paper is the premium ivory paper, same as in their sketchbooks, and it is super nice and durable with watercolors. Thing that I noticed though, I love a good detailed coloring page, but in the smallest size, the very fine details get very small, just so you are aware of that. And also, as you may have noticed, you can actually remove the coloring book from the case itself. There is this little pocket to which you attach the backside of the book. So once you're done with this coloring book, you can just replace it with another sketchbook. Got one more supply in this kit, and that is this ink pen. It actually looks like it is a ballpoint pen. That is interesting. But yeah, we got the ink pen so that you can add your own details, but also it is for the reversed coloring pages. At the back of the coloring book, we get 5 different designs that are lineless. So instead of adding colors to existing lines, you use the pen to add lines to existing colors. It was quite a big thing on YouTube for a bit, a little while ago, so I'm very interested in trying this. It seems like a lot of fun. We actually have one more thing to add to the meditative experience, and that is, of course, audio. With a QR code, which I can't really show you, you will get access to 8 guided meditation tracks that you can listen to while you are painting. I think the meditative art kit is such a fun and interesting concept, but also very important. People are getting more and more stressed today, and I think it is so important to take the time and and breathe to calm yourself and your mind and let your brain rest for a bit. So let's try it out and we will see if it can make me more relaxed.
Let's begin. Take a deep breath in and exhale. As you take your first steps into the forest and breathe in the cool, clean air, you notice a small clearing in the trees up ahead that has everything you need to paint. You begin to make your way to the clearing, noticing the sound of your footsteps on the forest floor.
So I picked this super cute design from the floral coloring book of a lantern surrounded by plants and flowers. The paper, as I mentioned, is super nice and thick and it holds the paint and color really well. And the paint, as usual, is super vibrant. A little paint really goes a long way. The detail, as I mentioned, get very tiny in the smallest book, the A6, but the brush has a very fine point, so it worked pretty well anyway. So while I'm coloring this, I thought I'm gonna share my experience of meditation and how it has helped me in so many ways. So when Viviva reached out to me telling me about this new concept, a meditative art kit, I was super excited. Art and meditation, two of my favorite things. Art has always been a safe place for me and meditation has helped me so much to understand myself and to remove a lot of anxiety and inner stress. I have always had a tendency to overthink and worry about things as a result of being highly sensitive. And no, I will not discuss the differences between highly sensitive personality traits and autism. I know that they are similar in some ways, but they are different, and I am only highly sensitive. I know that. Highly sensitivity is not only bad though, we're often very intuitive with a rich inner life, strong empathy for others, and a great appreciation for music, art, and nature. And I think the more you learn about whatever personality trait or diagnosis that you have, the more understanding you will get about yourself, which can make it easier to accept and live with, but I can only speak for myself though. Almost exactly 10 years ago, I went to my very first meditation class and I've been meditating ever since. In the group that I'm in, we're mainly focused on guided meditations, meaning that there is a person talking and leading us through different scenarios or having us experience certain things during the meditative state. Sometimes it is more about self-development, taking a look at what might be blocking us mentally and things like that. Sometimes it is more about receiving symbols or just relaxing, but in every meditation at some point we get to just calm our minds, ground ourselves and fill ourselves with light and energy. And this has been super important for me, learning how to kind of turn off my brain from all the thoughts and you can only hear the voice of the one leading the meditation. Sometimes I disconnect completely and I fall asleep, but then I probably needed a little bit of sleep. In the beginning, it took some practice to reach the real meditative state, which is right before sleep, but you're still awake. When you are a beginner, you tend to think a lot, and if it is a guided meditation, you sometimes question all the images or scenarios that pops up in your head. But once you get more and more used to it, it is easier to relax your mind and body and just follow the flow and trust your intuition. I remember my very first time reaching the true meditative state and what an amazing feeling that was. The feeling of weightlessness and your breathing getting deeper and calmer. It is like being in your own comfortable bubble. Sometimes when I have a stressful day and I can't really get anything done because my mind is all over the place, then if I can, I take a few minutes just sitting in my office chair or on my couch. I close my eyes and take deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I imagine roots growing from my feet deep down into the earth, and that I'm being filled with this bright and pure light and energy. Then I sit for a bit, just breathing while being in the light. This is how I calm my mind and ground myself to get more focused and more present. It isn't always working, some days are just very stressful, but many times I do feel better afterwards. Just the fact that I get to breathe properly for a while, I think is a big reason why I feel more focused. It is known that breathing helps calming yourself, but also picturing myself in this bright healing light and energy, it really helps removing negative thoughts and feelings. The roots growing from my feet, it is a way to gather myself and put myself back on earth, so to speak, as my mind tends to fly away a lot, which makes me unfocused and not so very present. The roots keep me down. So that is a very simple but powerful exercise that has helped me a lot. Through meditation, I have learned how to better handle stress and anxiety, since I have become more aware of what is causing these things, because I have learned more about how I work as a person. But yeah, I can really recommend meditation, whether it is just sitting and listening to music, breathing and calming your mind, or if it is a guided meditation, whatever your preferences are. And of course, sitting and painting just like this is also meditative, doing things that doesn't take a lot of thinking but makes you feel relaxed. I have to say that the timing of testing this meditative art kit was perfect. As I mentioned, I've been working on a lot of different projects lately, commissions. I made more videos than I usually do in a month, packing so many orders, so my brain is a little sore at the moment, a little drained. So just being able to add some colors to the paper without having to worry about coming up with my own art was so relaxing and just what I needed right now. I had so much fun working on the coloring pages. The paper holds up so well with a wet paint. It was also very interesting trying the reverse coloring pages using the ink pen. I really enjoyed adding details to the colorful pages with a black bold pen. The only thing that I have to give as critique really is that there is a bit of feathering going on, that the ink is spreading in the paper fibers. Also, it having a thicker kind of ballpoint pen tip made it a little hard to control. It wanted to go its own way sometimes, so the lines turned out a bit wonky, but it dried really fast and I didn't experience any smudging, even though I made a lot of smaller dots and lines that would be prone to smudging. So I'm guessing that is why they may have chosen this particular pen, to avoid smudging, but other than that, I really liked this process. Yeah, there we have them. Thanks Viviva for letting me try this kit. It was much needed. And guys, if you want to get one of these Meditate with Art kits yourself, make sure to check out the link in the description as soon as possible, since they are only available for a little bit longer. But yeah, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Keep drawing my happy cats. Bye!